title stream. So, we got done just talking about F1 Talk, episode 8. Go back and check that out. Give it a like. Comment your thoughts about the Brazilian Grand Prix. I will gladly give you a like back or possible rate comment back to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a question for all my subscribers, especially if you're a racing fan. As you see, I have four-time World Drivers' Champion Max Verstappen on my table, and I have two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson on the table, sitting next to each other. For the reason why for this video, you might ask, how many times did we hear last year that Kyle Larson wanted to race Max Verstappen? All right, Max Verstappen, I believe, responded back. So my question is to all my subscribers who are racing fans. I want to hear your opinion, and please keep the please keep the messages, not spamming them. All I ask is a debate about this, but not anything that's going to get to the point where this video is going to have to get taken down or YouTube takes it down because of a derogatory remark, whatever the case may be. My question is for you guys. Could Kyle Larson jump into an F1 car and race with Max Verstappen and get along and coexist as a team? Or could those two not get along and not coexist as a team? And could Kyle Larson race in an F1 car and possibly win a race? I'm not saying he could win a championship, but could he climb in an F1 car and win in a race? That's my question to you. Now, I'm going to go back 2008, I want to say. Tony Stewart, Sir Lewis Hamilton had a showdown at Watkins Glen, and Sir Lewis Hamilton and Tony Stewart swapped seats. Tony raced in Lewis Hamilton's F1 car at that time, which was not, that was before the hybrid era started, and this is before all the new safety protocols for NASCAR came out. So, and we've seen it once before. We've seen it twice, actually. I'm sure people have never noticed this one. But Jimmy Johnson and Fernando Alonso swapped seats at Bahrain, I believe. And Jimmy Johnson was in Fernando Alonso's 2017 McLaren. And Fernando was in the NASCAR seat. So could we see that again, where both these drivers, four-time World Drivers' Champion Max Verstappen, two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson, could you see these two swapping seats at a road course? Possibly at Coda, possibly at Sonoma, maybe at Watkins Glen again. Could we possibly see that? Now, I'm going to just say this right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a racing fan, let's not get cute here with the comments and see them swapping seats at the Daytona road course, because these new cars, these new F1 cars, have so much power in them that there is no way they would be able to go around that track at that high bank speed and be able to downshift it into the corners in the Daytona road course. Just no way that's theologically possible. I don't even see it happening at Sonoma, going up the hill at Sonoma, but I could be totally wrong here. This is where you guys come in. If they did this, I could see them doing it at Watkins. I could see them doing this at Coda. I could see them doing this at Las Vegas, in the, where the F1 series, where F1 races down the strip. I could see them racing at Miami or around Hard Rock Stadium. and switching seats there. I can see them doing it at Charlotte Roval. So is it theologically possible? Yes, but my question is this again, this is a debate for you guys. Could Kyle Larson jump out of this car, race in one of these cars, and be teammates with Max, and possibly win a race in one of these cars? Now, here is what I'm saying. I think if you gave Kyle Larson enough time to get used to the steering, the pedals, and everything that goes along with it, I think Kyle Larson would do great in an F1 car. I don't think he would win all the time, certainly like he does in NASCAR, and I'm certainly not bashing Kyle Larson because Kyle Larson is my favorite driver, and you could put him in anything and he'll win in he'll win in anything. So again, this is my question for my subscribers. This is a little debate for you guys. Could Kyle Larson jump into an F1 car and win a race and also race with Max and be his teammate? And could these two coexist if Kyle Larson ever left NASCAR? Not saying he's ever going to leave NASCAR because I don't see it happening. But if it ever did, could you see Kyle Larson going to F1 and possibly racing with Max and coexisting with the man and hoping that they both get along where they could easily race with each other and everything else? Now, I know someone's going to say this in this video. Well, Spook, what about Kyle Larson's busy schedule? He races in the sprint car. Sometimes he races in the late model. I can understand that, but what I'm saying is one race, just one race, and let him fill in for Yuki Tsunoda and just see how he does. That's what I want to see. He was in an IndyCar. He didn't do too bad his first year in an IndyCar at the Brickyard. Last year he had a tough sequence. So could he jump in an F1 car and possibly do something with it? I can see it if they gave him enough time, like a couple of months to, get the use of how to race it, how to, race, a great start. I could possibly see that. So here's the debate, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a racing fan, you can absolutely comment on this after, because I will leave comments on for this. But again, don't spam this video, and no derogatory remarks to each other about this either. A lot of people are going to probably call me nuts for this because there's probably going to be other people that are going to see this. But again, I think if Kyle Larson went to F1 just for one race, I think he would be okay. I think if they both swap seats, I think they would be okay. Max would absolutely do really good in this type of car. There's no question, because Fernando Alonso, it took him a good minute to get the hang of the car when Jimmy and him swapped seats. Lewis Hamilton loved racing in this car, and Tony Stewart loved being in the F1 car. I could easily see these two champions swapping seats and both of them getting the hang of it. But I don't see him doing it at an oval track. I would have to see it at a road course, because if you put an IndyCar at, Indianapolis and they're just going around the circle, with the G-forces, the DRS system, with the down drag that the new cars have, I can just imagine how fast they would be going around that corner. They would probably be going a little bit faster than an Indy car. So what I want to see is either Kyle Larson race in an F1 car, or these two swap in seats, or my next question is, and again, this is all a debate for you, for all my racing fans that are subscribed to the channel. There's 3 questions here for this debate. Could Kyle Larson go into an F1 car, race with Max Verstappen, and could they both coexist as champions, just in different cars? And there's 3 questions to this. Two, if Kyle Larson went into F1, could he win a race? Even not even with Red Bull, he could be with McLaren, he could be with, he could be with any other team, other than a midfield team, like Mercedes, McLaren, Aston Martin, Ferrari, one of those teams. Could he win a race in an F1 car? That's my next question for you guys. And lastly, do you ever see these two swapping seats like Lewis Hamilton and Tony Stewart did? Jimmy Johnson and Fernando Alonso did? Could you ever see these two swapping seats? And what track would they do it at? And don't get smart, uh, chat, if you see this. So let me know down in the comments when this video uploads. I would love to hear your thoughts. Again, keep the comments polite for yourselves. I don't really want to see YouTube highlighting a comment that is hateful. And I really don't want to see YouTube, I don't want to see anybody lose their accounts because of this just a little fun little debate that I kind of thought of. And a lot of people have brought this up. So those are my three questions. And I'm going to remind you again before I get off. Could you see Kyle Larson going to F1, racing with Max for one race? And could they coexist? The second question, if Kyle Larson went to F1 and raced with one of the top tier teams, Aston Martin, Ferrari, McLaren, whatever, could he win a race with that team? Or my last question is, just to remind you, could you ever see that these two swapping seats? And what track? Comment your answers below. You could debate this with everybody, but again, a reminder, I'm going to say this for the final time. Keep your comments polite to each other. I'm sure I'm probably going to get asked this question too, but I kind of want to hear it from you guys. I would love to hear it from you guys. So once again, guys, I'm your boy Spooky Gamer 1993 coming at you with just this video. I would love to hear your thoughts on those three questions. And I just want to let everybody know, Kyle Larson can race at anything and win at anything. And I got a critic who is subscribed to my channel that hates Kyle Larson. Hates him. I don't know why, but it's probably because he wins in practically everything that he's been in. But that's beside the point. So, other than that, new subscribers, if you see this video, please let me know your thoughts if you're a racing fan. Even if you're not a racing fan, you can let me know your thoughts about this video. I could do another NASCAR driver or former NASCAR driver with another IndyCar with another F1 driver other than Max. So let me know. I will gladly do this. And there might be new videos coming out here that I got tagged in one of my shorts. I appreciate my YouTube subscriber who gave me the idea because he likes my Pokemon content. So there might be polls out for your favorite Pokemon, who knows. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to connect, subscribe if you're new. We are at 909. We're at 930 subscribers out of 1K, ladies and gentlemen. We are inching so close. Could we get the 1,000 subscribers by the new year? That would be awesome. I also want to update you on this, ladies and gentlemen, to my moderators and to my subscribers who come in and out of my channel to watch my streams. I have officially waited to try to become monetized again at the end of the holidays. So come the new year, 2026, that's when I'll reapply again for monetization. So that's where I'm going to stick it out to, so I can upload more videos for myself. My friend who lives down in North Carolina that gave me permission to post his videos up. Just to be safe than sorry, I have them unlisted for now. They will appear back after the new year. So other than that, I also want to give a shout out to a friend that hopefully sees this and will, get in touch with me soon. If anybody wants to contact him, that would be great. 315 Gamer, my boy. If you see this video, I would love your help to reapply for monetization so you can help me out. You know more about it than I do, and you could possibly help me out with the step-by-steps instructions if I get approved this time. So if anybody is subscribed to 315 Gamers YouTube who is not a troll, if you want to go and let him know that, it'd be great for him to help me out again, that would be greatly appreciated. Again, 315, I want all this shit to blow over between me and you so you can help me out with trying to become monetized after the new year, and whatever the case may be. But that's pretty much all I really want to say there. Other than that, guys, remember the questions. Keep your comments polite. Keep the debate going, but don't get in arguments where your comments are going to be highlighted by YouTube. Again, I would hate to see someone that has, a decent amount of YouTube subscribers like mine, and they lose their channel because of a comment that they say on this video. So keep your comments, G-rated to PG rated, please. And that's all I ask. But again, guys, if you like these videos, I will do more of these videos. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you next time. Peace.